Good evening. Welcome to another edition of the Adjustment City. With me, your host, Joseph Bangura. And as we all know, the Adjustment City is a platform that is set to address world issues, especially issues faced by youth in our community, wherever we find ourselves, whatever setting. And we also promote the interests of youth, and most importantly, we celebrate youth, because that's one thing that we don't get enough, wherever we find ourselves. There are some particular countries, youth are not celebrated. They are not given, much more, praises that they deserve. So today, I'm here with my guest, Mrs. Aijamal, or Miss Aijamal, sorry. It's all cold here and everything. So Aijamal is my guest today, and we'll be talking about becoming and overcoming. Hello, Aijamal.
Hi.
So, it's going to be a natural conversation. We have been talking and everything.
Sure.
So, how are you feeling today?
Feeling amazing, a little chilly, but overall good.
Yeah, how is the weather? It's kind of been saying that it's literally -1 and we're outside.
And it was literally like sunny like 2 days ago.
Yeah. I was checking the weather and I noticed that I think on Friday or on Thursday it was going to be sunny, and I was like, should I push this? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
If anyone know Aijamal, you will know that she's a very wonderful lady. Like, she's very interesting. And if you ask me to describe Aijamal using different adjectives, I would say she's intelligent, she's wonderful, she's a warm person. And if you haven't met Aijamal, you should meet Aijamal. But I feel that there is a lot to Aijamal, more than I know. And today we're going to find out. So Aijamal, would like you to tell us what's your drive as a youth. What's your drive? What triggers that part of you that makes you want to explore, that makes you want to get things done, that makes you want to get your goals, achieve them?
Yes. Well, I love learning something new. That's always been my biggest drive. I've been always curious about everything. Since I was in my country, I was like, what's out there? Abroad? What's in there? What can I learn new? And it's always been something that I also want to teach other people, something new. And it's always like, my brothers are growing up, so I want to show them. I want to show them the world. How I gotta do it? I gotta do it myself, and then bring them too.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Will you looking at where we're coming from? Like I always say, our countries, we have most things in common. Like the way things are done in your country and in my country. Would you say there are youth also in your country who are aware of what their drive is? Because for me, I would say no, not every youth, because probably they don't have the opportunity to be enlightened. There is no one there to set the roadmaps for them.
Yeah.
So put them on the right trajectory. So would you say it's the same for you in your country?
Yes, I would say that even though people are different in different countries, there's still something in common, and that's what I think is in common. Some people know what they want to do, and some people know their drive. But some people just need a little bit of pushing, a little bit of inspiration. And I think that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
In a way, we are trying to motivate people, we're trying to inspire them.
Yeah.
And I love inspiring people.
Right. And I'm really happy to have you once again. So, the world, it's, I believe most people already know most of the viewers might have already known about this. Students from AQ, for those who doesn't have any idea about this, Aijamal here just have an internship at Qatar, right? Welcome.
Yeah.
That's really great news. We need to celebrate that. Let's go.
Thank you.
It's really great news. So Aijamal, so tell me, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this opportunity? What's your feeling about it? Because I know it's a lot, but we need to know.
Yes. Well, I'm extremely excited. I cannot wait to try something new because I've never been to World Cup. I've never been a volunteer in such a big event. Even though I did like volunteer opportunities before,
Yeah.
I've never been to World Cup or such big events, but it's really interesting to learn something new, to see, to meet new people, to try something new. So I'm really excited. I'm looking forward. So, yeah.
So like, how do you feel about like volunteering? You made mention about volunteering.
Yes.
You know, how do you feel about it? Because there are youth, like where I'm coming from, like when you talk about volunteering, youth see it as a waste of time, especially like serving, whether it's serving their community or you know wherever they find themselves. They see it like, oh, I'm wasting my time. I'd rather do something else other than volunteering. So what's like, how do you feel about it? Like, is there like a fulfillment you get from it? You know, we really need to know, you know, and I think viewers might, you know, would also want to know.
Yeah. Me personally, I think that volunteering is a way of inspiration ourselves. So like you see the way we inspire our other people is like, yeah, we say stuff, we do this live, we do all different events, but like how do we get inspired? We want to help other people, and how do you help other people? You volunteer. And you also learn a lot of things from volunteering. You can learn time management, you can learn how you talk to people, you can learn a lot of things actually. You can even find yourself while you are volunteering.
That's true.
So it's a lot of things that you learn, and I think that's like motivates a lot of people. And in order for us to motivate other people, we need to be motivated.
Exactly.
How can you be motivated? That's you know.
Yeah, and the only way you can be motivated is probably maybe to get involved in some things.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So, and also, like looking at this whole opportunity, I kind of feel it's a gateway to other opportunities as well.
Yeah.
You know, this particular internship. I mean, like you including it in your CV. You know,
For sure. Yeah.
it's a big thing. It's a big deal. So, like, how do you plan on making use of it?
You know, since I started volunteering, it was like just a small club. I made like my own organization. I tried to help my community, and I thought, why am I making it? And since then I realized, well, little by little, you will use all those experiences.
Yeah.
And for me to apply for the volunteer in the World Cup, I had to tell them, yeah, I had experience, or no, I didn't have experience. And I think what helps me to like volunteer in bigger events is that I already had experience.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like
true.
it makes it a little bit easier, a little less anxious, I guess, but it helps you a lot. And you can also use it for your work. You can show that you give back to community without getting actually something, even though you're getting the experience. You're
that's
getting
true.
so many good things.
You know, I think that's one good reason why I think youth should really volunteer, should really get involved, you know, to things that will not only benefit them, but also their community or their nation, you know, the world. And you made mention of organization or something. That's really, you see what I'm saying? There's a lot, Aijamal, that I don't know, and we really need to know. Can you please enlighten us about that?
Sure. So there was an organization that I made back in my country, and during COVID times, it helped people to learn different subjects like English, math, Kyrgyz, Russian, whatever they needed. And the teachers were students or like other people who wanted to apply abroad and who wanted to have the experience, who wanted to learn new things. And I was like, yeah, we're both benefiting. So the people who are learning as well as the students that are getting the classes back from us. So
I have one question for you as well.
yes.
That I penned down actually. So like looking from where we come from, we have a lot to, you know, like a lot of issues we're facing as youth. You know, we're not coming from like a developed country. You know what I'm saying? So by universal design, we are born to like into like a perplexing situation and deal with that.
Yes.
And you know, we have just one job as human, which is figuring out issues, you know, problems.
Yes.
You know, whether it's personal, whatever it is. How do you do that? You know.
Well, you gotta start step by step. You cannot just like solve everything like in once.
Yeah.
You gotta start little by little, and then you will find out that every small step you take will by the end, you know, impact you in a good way, will make it solvable. Even though it seems like in the beginning that you cannot solve it, there's no decision or like you cannot do anything, you can do it. And there's always a solution to everything. You just gotta look wider, search for the answer, and you'll get it.
Okay, and also, have you ever dreamt of like this opportunity? Is it like when you were growing up? Have you ever had like this, like this dream that I want to do something like this? Or,
Honestly,
and what inspired you to like make this venture and all?
yeah, honestly, when I was really young, all I dreamed of is being a singer or an actress or anything that other little girls dream of.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really dreaming of like studying in US or something, even though I really wanted to be abroad, to impact other people, to influence them in a good way. So I think I kind of achieved that.
Yeah.
I am impacting other people, which I love. What was the other question that you asked?
Like I was asking if you've ever dreamt of it. And,
Yes.
yeah. And also, I would also want to know, like, like if you look back in some certain countries, like where you come from, where I'm coming from in other African countries, you'll notice that, like, there is no equality.
Yes.
Like, and there's certain things that, like, if a woman do, it will be like, wow, like,
Yes.
because back home, like, it's like we have been like this culture, like, deluded that, well, as a woman, you have to like stay at home, take care of the kids. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I mean, it is right,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's the expectation.
Yes, definitely.
And everyone has been deluded, including the women, including the men. They have been
Yes.
deluded that when I get married, I want my wife to just stay at home
Yes.
and take care of the kids. And the women will be like, and I don't know whether you have, like, if you've met people like that, but I've met
definitely.
like a couple of ladies who will always be like, my dreams, I don't want to work hard, I don't want to I just want to get married to a rich guy.
Yes.
I
I most definitely have those friends who would be like, well, I just want to marry a rich husband.
Yeah, like, and I feel like women, like, they should have that. I don't know what I'm putting it the right way. Like, they should have that right. They should, like, this culture that has deluded, that has been that has spread out, permitted throughout. This way of thinking that has permitted throughout culture and everything. I feel like there's something that needs to be done about it.
Yes.
Like this women rights. Like, we should expect like they should be able to like do the same thing as men, right?
Yes, yes.
So-
I mean, when we have children, we need to teach them the same things. Like, if you want to teach your daughter how to dance, why don't you teach your son how to dance as well? You know? And it's always like that. You want to just give the same opportunities, let them do what they want to, let them learn what they want. Give youth more opportunities so that they grow and impact other people as we do.
Can you share with us, some of the like the things that the inequality rights that's you like in your country?
Sure. Back in my country, when I've been trying to apply abroad, most of people, even my parents, used to tell me like, okay, you cannot travel alone. Women should not travel alone. She should always have someone to travel with. And it also comes from our religion a little bit and a little bit from our culture. So, but my parents, a little more modernized, they trust me also, and they were like, okay, we will go for it. Yes, we will give this opportunity for our child and hope it will help, and I think that's what, I'm really grateful for that my parents gave me that opportunity, because I know that in my country not all women have that opportunity. I know some girls that really wanted to travel abroad and they can't because of their parents.
And how does that make you feel? And what do you plan on, like, how do you plan on changing that in your own little way? How do you plan on doing that?
Yes, I think it all comes like with experience. We need to talk about it more. We need to show by our lives, by our experiences, how it changed my life, for example. Because many parents think like, oh, she will be fine in the country too, like in this country. She will find those opportunities. She just needs to find a job and a husband, hopefully, and just stay at home. But there's so much more that you can do outside. There's so many more opportunities. and I think we need to show that to them. We need to like just do this lives or talk about it, have speeches. So that's what I'm trying to do.
That's really beautiful.
Yes.
So, what would be your plan after you get back from like this internship from
Yes.
Qatar? Do you have anything you've put in place, like any plans or whatsoever?
Well, when I finish being there in the internship, I'll go back to my country, and I'm planning on meeting with my friends, my family, because I haven't seen them in a long time. So I would love to see them again. But I also am trying to like talk to other people that were like in my courses, or like my organization is still going on. So I want to still, keep going, keep showing them, be a guest speaker wherever I can, and
That's really
just
beautiful.
inspire other people.
That's really beautiful. You know,
Yes.
you going back home after doing this internship.
Yes.
You know, your parents will be so proud of you. You know, and you will be like a perfect example for like other ladies out there who,
Yeah.
you know, who doesn't have the rights, the same rights you
Yes.
have. You know, like or the opportunity to have the right you have, and maybe it might change the way some parents think and other
Yes.
families think. You know.
Yes, definitely.
So
I mean, I took courses like English courses because I had to learn English to go abroad, right?
that's true.
So if I go back to those courses or if I go back to my old school, I can give those speeches and show to other parents, show to their kids that it is possible. Everything is possible. You gotta dream, you gotta work for it, you gotta start. When you start, you will achieve.
So for the English,
Yes.
are ladies like stopped like from learning English or something?
They're not stopped, but it's kind of like you will not need English with your husband.
Oh.
You will stay in house anyway. So why would you need, But right now I would say that in my country they're more open to languages, which is really nice that they're open. They're willing to teach English and their opportunities, and they're equal to men and women. So that's nice. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yes.
And it's really like beautiful having this conversation with you. So we're about to like come to the end of this walk and talk discussion.
Yeah.
It's really interesting and it's so cold, but we're not even feeling like it doesn't feel
We
like
love
it's cold.
Michigan.
Yeah, I think we already used that one.
Yeah.
So, do you have any like advice you want to like give out there to like parents or to your fellow ladies or to youth out there, or like any inspiration, anything that can help them like change their mindsets?
Yes. I would love to say that you need to dream. You need to dream and know that your dreams come true. Even though you think like, oh, I should not dream that big. Bigger you dream, more you will achieve. And parents should let their children let them dream about it. Let them get there. Let them have this, a little bit of childhood, a little bit of those dreams. Like I dream to be a singer. I didn't become a singer, but it's still nice to have those.
Just
dreams,
dream.
Just be happy and enjoy the moment that you have right now, because it will not last forever. But the moments, you will remember them. There will be the memories in your heart, in your brain, in your soul always, and you will remember them with the words.
Yeah, that's true. So, dreaming is one thing,
Yes.
but also like having the determination, like the zeal, or to achieve those dreams is another thing. So, what's your advice about that in that area? Like, well, someone can dream, but without like putting in the work, then
Yes.
it's nothing. So, what's your advice about that?
Someone told me that trust the process, but in order to trust the process, you need to be in the process, which I think really smart. You gotta start doing that in order to trust the process.
That's true.
So you just need to know that if you want to achieve that dream, you gotta start. Even though it's really hard sometimes, you gotta discipline yourself.
Right. And one last thing, we need you to like give a message to like that little kid, like the little girls from your country
Yes.
out there. Like, what do you have to say to them? What advice can you give to them?
I would most definitely say that believe in yourself, and you can do whatever you think you can, whatever you dream of, whatever your goals are, and just believe in yourself.
Thank you, Aijamal. And thank you to all the viewers watching. And if you're not watching, you can also do a recap as well. And we really appreciate you for that. And yeah, this was a wonderful conversation. We will see you next time.
Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to another edition.